Hello, everybody. Welcome. I have been getting so many direct messages, text messages about my weight loss. I'm not going to lie. I'm a nice, comfy size 10. I'm fitting in some of my clothes that I got, at Christmas that were going to fit any day now. We all know how that goes. So I wanted to kind of talk about how I'm doing it. I started taking Beyuna about, I want to say at the beginning of July, right around 4th of July. I started taking it because I just couldn't, it didn't matter what I did. I just couldn't lose weight. A friend of mine, Joy Chudakoff, said, hey, I'm working with this company, you might be interested. So I gave it a try. Love the product, love everything they sell. They sell Vita for weight loss, Power for energy. They have vitamin D, vitamin E, probiotics, you name it, they got it. And it's fantastic, but they also have the opportunity. And for those of you that's like, oh, is it network marketing? Absolutely it is. Now, if you guys know me, you know that I have always had a love for network marketing, but because I never really kind of understood the compensation structure, I kind of shied away from it until Joy calls me up. I totally trust her with so much. I mean, she's an incredibly successful woman business coach that I had to take a listen to it. And I had to say, okay, let's give this a try. I'm going to give this a try. And I'm going to tell you why. Because, you guys, I'm all about full disclosure, and I'm all about why. When you have your gift of why, you can be unstoppable. She told a story yesterday on the phone about how her husband had some challenges, health challenges, and because of her residual income from when she did this a long time ago, it was able to keep them afloat. And those of you that that really know me know that my husband had a stroke about 20 years ago. He's 99% fully recovered. But I'm also starting to kind of look over at retirement and thinking, okay, is it getting time? And so when I think about my retirement, I realize that I've spent 25 years building an association from scratch. And I have a 401k, I have all that, but what is there? It's not like I have equity. It's not like I can sell it and, take the profits and move on. I literally just will leave the keys on the desk and move on. And as I thought about it, I thought, what happens if the economy crashes? And if you follow history, after a pandemic or after some big event, the economy typically, craters 4 or 5 years later. So what happens if it craters in 4 or 5 years, right when I'm retiring or a couple of years post-retirement? What am I going to do? So I had to start thinking, do I want to start something new and build it from scratch all over again? Building associations, building a business isn't a young person's game, isn't it an old person's game? Now you guys know what I mean. So I thought, what can I do to give me residual income, to give me income that, if I'm willing to go full on for 2 or 3 years, that, for the rest of my life, I can just do some coaching and mentoring, because you guys know how much I love shadow work. So it just was a perfect mix for me. And so if any of you guys are out there thinking, I want to make a couple extra bucks on my side, and I'm not on the side, and I'm not going to say, oh my gosh, you're going to make $1 million in 6 months. You guys know me. You guys know that I am a pretty honest person at the end of the day. And if I tell you that I lost weight, I lost weight. If I tell you that I lost, went from a size 14 to a size 10 overnight, that would not be true. Did I do it, in a month's time? Yes, because of how the Vita works. But it works for me. I'm always full and I don't crave chocolate. You guys know I'm a chocoholic. So for me to go a month and barely have any chocolate, that right there was like, wow. So anyway, if you're interested in losing weight, let me know. It'll be down in the comments. My new website, it's KarenBarno.Beyuna, BEYUNA.com, but it'll link there. And if you're interested in the opportunity, reach out, let's talk. If we learned anything about COVID or through COVID, or I guess we're still in COVID, nothing's guaranteed anymore. I mean, who knew this was going to come? If you would have told me 3 years ago there was going to be a pandemic in the United States of America, I would have laughed and said, not so much. But yet here we are, off to the races, round 2, whatever they call the Delta variant. Who knows if there'll be a round 3. They usually say pandemics last 2 or 3 years, and that kind of takes us into the economy, cratering. I mean, I don't want to be a bearer of bad news, but I'm also a realist. And if I'm thinking about retirement, I'm not going to be one of those people that wants to first of all, sit around, and two, I don't want to have to sell my house and all of our assets to live. And that's pretty much what would happen because your 401ks go. I know. This is kind of a good and bad, isn't it? It's kind of unusual for me. My point is, when you're ready to take charge of your weight, your energy level, your workout, let me know. And when you're really ready to take charge of your life, to reclaim your power, or, you know, if you want to check out my program, Confidence Reclaimed, let's talk. Let's chat. So have a great day, you guys. I'll talk to y'all later. Ciao.